What's up, everyone? It's Chris, founder and CEO at Convertist, and very quickly here, I wanted to walk you through the anatomy of a great message and help them rise above the noise of all the emails that I know we receive each and every day in our inboxes. So here's a very quick map of what they entail, starting with social proof, moving into relevance, teaching the contact something, making the touch point personal, and incorporating a call to action into your message. On the social proof side, this is telling stories with logos. We see this a lot, but we don't see it done the right way. And what I mean here is tell stories with logos. The more you can make it relevant for them, the better. And on that point, relevance. Give them a reason behind the message. Why are you reaching out? So a great way to justify reaching out is that you've researched the company, you spoke to someone else within the company, and you're reaching out to get in touch. A softer version of this, if you don't want to leverage an introduction and get straight to the chase, is just baking in their title and saying, hey, we work with titles, thought it would make sense to get in touch with you here directly. Make the touch point personal. And what I mean here is you don't have to research that they like to snowboard and bake that into your message. Really what this means is talk and act the same way your ideal customers talk and act. So don't just incorporate jargon like synergy or plethora or something. What I mean here is incorporate the same type of words that your customers, your ideal customers, use day to day. And the best way to get this is from just formal interviews, asking about their problems, about the day in the life. Obviously, you can overdo this. Don't overdo it. I really recommend, aside from these words, writing at a third grade level. And you can use tools like Hemingway and Grammarly to make sure you're doing that. And also teach your contacts. Teach them that there's a better way. Honestly, this could be a great way to lead your touch points. Or if you're about to lose them, say you get an email reply that says, really not interested, or, this isn't a priority at this time, or let's talk again in 2025. Well, here's a good way to turn that around and get them re-engaged. So you can say, hey, we found that there's a simpler way to do X. And when you do this, really emphasize that it can increase revenue, it can cut down on costs, or it can save time. You can do that if you get an objection. You can do that just to lead with in your message. And similarly, if you're calling on someone and you're about to lose them, you can go ahead and lob this right back at them and see how they reply. A lot of the time, you'll get an eyebrow to raise. And they'll say, okay, all right, on with it. What are you calling about? What's the product at hand? And then lastly, bake in a call to action in your messaging. Make soft asks and go for the no if you're using email. You can go for 10, 5 minutes appointments over the phone if you're doing call outreach. However, if you're reaching out over emails, I really recommend going for a soft ask. Like, are you a hard no for seeing how this works? I can tell you we get a lot of mileage out of using it. Those are just a few of the components of a great message. There's a lot more to explore. There's a lot more to discuss. We have a course on this. We write messages for companies, from YC companies and 500 startups companies, and Andreessen Horowitz companies, all the way up to the likes of Coke and Microsoft. So if I can help, you've got my email, chris@convertist.com. That's my line as well. I'll include a link to my Calendly as well in this very email. And I hope you learned something. I hope you got some value out of it. And I'll see you on the next one.